All right, moving on to other things there. We'll get more info. Well, there's not much there. I mean, he got shot and he bled to death, basically, right?
Yeah, but it's not going to just be. I know it's not going to end up just being some random tiptoeing in your house and shooting.
No, I know they're talking about like burglary or some kind of robbery thing. That's personal.
Yeah, which is the endorsement for you sleeping with your big pistols.
That's right. You gotta sleep with your guns. Sleep with your guns.
And your cab partition on your in front of your doorway. Yeah, a cab one of those. What's that movie with Jodie Foster?
Yeah, I need the panic room.
The panic room?
I need my panic room.
This panic house. No, I need a kitchen.
I do have a pullback point
in
my house. I have a retreat point.
What's a pullback point?
That's like your...
for people that aren't paranoid.
That's your rally point. That's where you go when...
Your rally point?
Yeah, that's where you go. You pull back, and that's your last resort.
And what's your code
and
for everybody in the house, your cat and your girlfriend, to get to that rally point?
That's like, oh, man. Rally point. Being overtaken. Zips in the wire. Unleash hell on my paws. Been a lovely effing war.
A pullback point.
See, I got my pullback point, which is my gigantic walk-in closet in the bedroom. See, now the door to the walk-in closet, right to one side of it, is my cover point. That's where I have a complete line of sight.
He's figured all this out. Just listen to how crazy he is.
Overlapping fields of fire into the door coming into the bedroom. No one can enter my bedroom when I am at this cover point. I have full cover. I am behind a wall. I have full cover, and anyone coming in the bedroom door is completely exposed to my fire.
What if they have marble bombs?
Marble bombs?
The bombs that roll like marbles into your closet.
If they have that stuff, then I'm dead. Take it.
Okay.
Yeah, God bless.
No one has gotten marble bombed during a home invasion. They get choked with phone cords. They get pistol whipped. No one's marble bombing. Yeah. So I haven't taken a defense up for marble bombing, but I will do a little research into it.
If they use that James Bond crap, then take whatever you want.
But I have a point where I am taking cover. If somehow, I don't see how this is happening, I get overrun, I can back off into my walk-in closet, leaving just one entry point, and then have to pile the bodies up at the door.
Now, let me ask you this.
Yes, sir.
What's your warning system?
I have an alarm.
Against tiptoes.
Oh, I have an alarm system.
He's got an alarm system?
That thing is going to let me know someone's in the house.
When the alarm goes off, you are in the closet.
No, I'm at my cover point next to the closet with a bead drawn on the door to the bedroom. Now, I'm undercover.
But if they got heavy fire, then
if it's
fall
a few
back.
guys with some real heavy fire and I have to pull back, I could pull back to my closet. And that's where I have more guns in the closet.
Let me ask you this. Can you survive a Scarface scenario?
I wouldn't play it like Scarface did. I wouldn't play it off like Scarface did.
No.
I'm not going to stand there and get shot.
So you would lose to marble bombs and the Scarface scenario?
No, I think I could play out the Scarface scenario.
For a while?
For quite a while.
After you kill your sister's boyfriend?
Yeah.
And then
I have to...
And she's in a sexy gown saying,
yeah.
Tony.
Dawn has to buy it in the sexy gown. My poor sister's got to buy it.
A Scarface scenario.
With
That's
that
a good question.
big head of hair. Scarface scenario, you don't just stand up by the railing, though, and start, like, shooting and go, come on, you know. That's silly.
I have a funny feeling, Hope, that this ass would get killed in his sleep.
Oh, no.
As the alarm goes off, and you just go...
And I'm all groggy.
Yeah, that's it.
People open up on me.
With a pistol right to your stupid head. All this preparation.
I'm up.
And there's nothing that'll save you.
It's going to end up shooting someone close to him. They just want to come over with an apple pie.
No. First of all, I will always identify my target. I would never. I have lights on my guns. I have night vision.
Of course you do.
I have holographic sights.
Of course you do.
I believe me, I have equipment.
You have a silencer that's made out of a potato?
No, I don't have the potato silencer. I want noise. I want noise.
To let them know.
If I fire, let's say...
What's your little friend?
My little friend?
What gun is your little friend?
Say hello to your...
All right, right now it's the gauge.
The gauge, all right.
That's your little friend?
The 12 gauge is great for home invasion, especially with a door.
He's figured all this out, Patrice.
If I take cover by the door, someone's coming in the door, I'm hitting them. And I don't want a lot of collateral damage. If I pull out my AR-15, there's going to be rounds flying through the walls.
And it may hit your neighbors.
Right. And then I got my AK. I got the AK.
There's another one that could hit your neighbors.
I got the AK-47. Yeah, that's another one. But those are in the closet.
How about your 50-50 on top of the
That's
roof?
That's my fallback point. Then there's no more rules. Then I can't worry about collateral damage. I'm shooting through the door with both of those guns. I will have the AK and the AR, one in each hand, and just firing through the door.
So the gauge is it's friendly to the neighbors, but very deadly to the invader.
Exactly. If someone comes through that door, that bedroom door, he is getting at least a groin and lower belly full of 12 gauge.
You got them in places where it's just like you can press a button, it snaps out, or it's hanging somewhere. Or
all I have to do.
He doesn't want to.
Is roll off the bed.
Yeah, he doesn't want to tell you where his guns are.
I roll off the bed, and that thing is in my hands.
Yeah. It's under the bed.
In my hands, and I'm at my cover point.
It's under the bed.
No.
Hold on, someone's saying that's not cover. Mike in Connecticut, go ahead.
Hey, guys, how you doing?
All right, Mike, how you doing?
I'm doing really good, really great. Listen, there's a huge difference between cover and concealment. What you've got in your spot there is you've got concealment. But anything, even a centerfire handgun round will go right through that. You've got to get cover. You've got to have, you're referring to it as cover, but you need to have cover. What you've got is you're hiding out, but anybody can shoot right through the walls.
First of all, it is concealment. They won't be looking for me there. When they come in, I will have the element of surprise. I will be hidden, and they will be completely exposed walking through the bedroom door. Once they walk through that door and are identified as hostiles, I open fire.
Now, where's your bed in relation to the door? Where's your head?
It's the furthest point from the door.
So to see your front door, you look down at your feet, you look over to the right,
yeah, it's pretty much
to the left.
Straight ahead. Down.
So down at your feet.
Yeah.
Hey, and something else to add to this.
And I could see completely down my hallway. I could see pretty far.
You see what you're doing, open or close?
The bedroom door, sometimes open, sometimes closed. I like leaving a little mystery.
You got to throw them off.
A little mystery there.
A little fact, Anthony supposedly is building a pool in the backyard, but I believe at this point it's a moat.
You think it's a moat?
I think it's a moat
with oil.
He's got the pool. He's taking meetings with a pool company off and on for the last month, but I think they're installing a moat at this point. Can you dodge bullets? Can you do a little Matrix thing?
No, I don't think I'd be doing any Matrix.
No?
Trying to that would be some cool stuff. Running sideways on the walls.
Can you do some deep back bends?
Firing off.
How about a little back bend?
Yeah, bend back, watch the round, just miss me. I pop up, wham, the guy's gone.
Do you guys sharpen tree, twig, booby traps?
No, punji stakes? No, I don't have any of those.
They tell us they're just Sharpie sticks. He knows all the terminology.
I don't have those, but
he studies this crap late at night when he should be sleeping.
I do have some bayonets and swords if if I'm attacked by a knight. I can fend him off with a sword or a rapier.
Why are you this paranoid, man? When did you?
Is this really paranoia?
Look,
is it real? Let's think realistically here. Is this paranoia?
The way you live in, it just sounds like something's wrong.
This is nothing.
This doesn't sound sexy at all. Like I enjoy these kind of conversations, but it just doesn't sound sexy to live like
this. I don't live like this.
Healthy paranoia, but you're gonna kill somebody.
I don't live like this. I don't drill I don't, go through things. I just am prepared so that if I'm in a situation where there's a home invasion, all I could think of when I hear of a home invasion is the fact that whoever is being invaded and that phone cord's around their neck, or the daughter's being assaulted, or the wife is, and the husband's being pistol whipped, is the one thing that guy is saying, and I know it, is, God damn, I wish I had a gun. I wish I had a gun right when those mother effers walked in that door. I could have defended my family. And that's all I'm talking about. I don't pick up my guns every day and go, yeah, come on in, baby. Come on. You're all dead.
Are you feeling okay?
I don't say that.
Are you feeling okay today?
I'm fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, why?
You're out of your mind.
No, it's just to have it there.
I never heard you speak this fast.
It's
in my
very
life.
safe.
All right, take a deep breath. It's okay.
It's much more safe.
It's okay
to know that it's there.
All right. Breathe.
Than to have to worry and not have it there if you need it. I live in a county that has had many home invasions.
What is your description of your assailants? Your possible assailants.
My possible assailants in my mind.
You envision.
Okay, it's the exact same description of every single assailant from every single home invasion that has happened in Nassau County.
It can't be black.
Of course it is.
Black people in Nassau County don't come up in the home invasion.
They go from Hempstead.
Patrice, I got to back him up on this one.
It's always black guys.
Yeah.
They go from Hempstead and Uniondale, and they drive to the nicer neighborhoods. They home invade.
A car full of black guys. How many are there usually?
Usually 3
and
on average.
Driving through Nassau County. I can't drive through any of these counties without ever getting pulled over for no reason.
They go to certain houses that are close to escape routes, major highways, things like that. Not close.
There's another scam that happens on Long Island where people will follow you home.
Yeah,
they will pick you up on the Long Island Expressway. They see your nice car. They know the exits to the nice neighborhoods, and they follow you right to your driveway.
That ain't happening.
And rob you right in your driveway.
I got eyes in the back of my head.
What's your preparation there?
I have
how much does it cost to build a bat, like a Batman drive down in the driveway into your home underneath a button that you push where you drive down and it comes back up?
I don't need it. You know why? I look every day going in and out of my garage, and I have first of all, I got the camera in the back of the Escalade. So now when in the morning, when that garage door is going up, I start the car first, put it in reverse. Now I see my camera.
Are you
and all
away?
I see is the garage
Hold on. Are you giving away too much info?
No. All right. And then I see the garage door go up, and I'm looking at that camera. That's all I'm looking at. If I see anybody creeping in, I gas that thing, and it's in reverse already. Wham! I'm out of there. They ain't getting me.
But they get
boom! I'm out of there.
But they get your girl that's still in the house.
No, because the door is locked.
See, he's figured
the door's
it all out.
Locked. I have like an airlock type seal.
He's not well.
There are
I know, I love it.
There are steps that you take. You don't leave one door open and then open another one. It's got to be like an airlock. You have to lock this one before you open this one. That way, people aren't just running into your house.
And there's an acceptable, like it's almost an acceptable paranoia, like it's acceptable, and he's very clear and
paranoid. I've thought it out,
but
I've well thought out my defense. I am not going to be one of these guys that has a cord around his neck, going, "I wish I would have thought about this."
All he's doing is using his video gaming skills, and
well, of course. You got to use video gaming skills. First-person shooter.
And applying
You're going to be shooting a person, and it's going to be in the first-person perspective.
He's just applying it to his real life. That's all, Patrice. That's all he's doing.
It's more than that.
Oh, yeah, he's completely nuts.
You got to keep guns.
We're all whispering.
Everywhere.
We're all whispering behind his back. Trust me.
Guns all over the place. That way you're never taken by surprise.
There's a lot of chatter about Anthony when he's not around.
What if I just came to visit you unannounced?
That's fine.
You would be crazy.
I'm not. Let me tell you something.
With the color of your skin, going unannounced to Anthony's house would not be a good idea.
Yo, Anthony, yo, it's me. Look outside, nigga.
I have people of color at my house a lot.
Yeah.
People of color?
They deliver things. They deliver like furniture. I have Mexicans that come in and they clean the house on a weekly basis.
What about the furniture deliverer that looks around your house and goes, yo, this is a nice house, man?
They've said that.
Oh, boy.
Where they go, this is a nice house, man.
I make sure that where anything is being delivered, I put down my copies of Guns and Ammo, and I stick a gun in the corner, just kind of sitting there. And go, yeah, it goes right there. So they know I am an armed citizen, and it's going to be a fight getting into my house.
They could get to the gun before you.
Yeah, I think that makes them think, oh, we got a gun now.
Right.
We can get a gun.
No.
This dude got mad magazines. He got a lot of magazines. He got a lot of guns. He got a lot of
Exactly.
stuff.
So
and I'm going to steal a couch I just delivered.
They would rather break into a house with some old people that are going to be cringing and bleeding than break into a house where they know somebody is an armed citizen.
We got to take a break. I mean,
this is unbelievable, man.
Oh, this is he discusses this from time to time.
And believe me, I am not reckless. Identifying your target is number one priority.
You're not reckless with a bunker in your bedroom. That's not reckless.
It's not reckless. It's safe.
Hey, we got audio of Anthony starting his car and leaving to go to work. Listen to this.
Atomic batteries to power. Turbines to speed.
Roger. Ready to move out.
That's right. Anthony. Hey, we got to take a break. We can continue. Remember Ginger from yesterday?
Yeah, she was the woman that doesn't like guys playing video games.
Well, we did a whole thing on video games yesterday, and she was like boring, and she was kind of I didn't like her. I told her right to her face that I just didn't like her whatsoever.
She doesn't understand guys that play video games.
Right. Well, she's on the line. She wants to say something. And then we also have Lydia, the psychologist, who thinks Ant is really crazy. And then we have a guy that actually killed 2 people in a home invasion. So we got a lot of things to get to right now. Ginger, what's going on?
Yeah, hi. I really wanted to apologize for that generalization about men playing video games. It turns out it's really just Anthony that's the turnoff.
Oh.
Why is Anthony a turnoff?
Thank you.
Well, because you're like, with your home invasion thing, you're like a kid in junior high who got money.
What? Please
The
explain.
way that you're outfitting your home, your video games, your home invasion, you're backing out of your driveway, you're like a kid. You're not like a man.
A kid? Wait, don't you see at all that I'm just concerned about safety?
Yeah, you live in Long Island. You know, you're not in Iraq.
Have you looked at the news, Ginger, at all? Have you looked at the news? Have you seen that Nassau County has had nothing but home invasions?
Nothing but home invasions?
Well,
I haven't noticed that.
Well, there have been a lot of home invasions.
What's a lot?
A lot?
Yeah, what is
Enough. Let me tell you something.
Enough is a different word than a lot. How much?
Let me say
double figures? It
probably
double figures.
Probably a few a week. But who cares?
Average is 3 a week?
Let's even say it's 1 a week. I don't care. That's 1 too many. I don't want to be the guy.
52 home invasions a year happen in Long Island?
No, there's probably more than that.
Believe.
But I'm not going to be the guy. Hey, Ginger, if your house got broken into, and you were ready to be attacked, what would you do? What's your like spontaneous plan? What would you do?
Well, I'd probably be attacked.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the dumb? What's this dumb move I'm doing by actually being prepared?
Well, I'm all for being prepared. I mean, I have nothing against guns, and in the home.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a little much.
What is a little much about being prepared and fighting fire with fire in that way?
Saying is there a couple of hidden knives, maybe a butcher knife.
I don't want to get into a knife fight with somebody.
In a lockbox.
Why would I want to get into a knife fight with somebody? And what am I going to lock guns up so I have to say, excuse me, could you wait until I get a key and open this before you shoot me and rape my
Saturday
girlfriend?
Night Special.
You want Anthony to get into a Broadway production with the Home Invader?
Yeah. Jets, when you're a jet all the way from your first. What am I going to do? Dance?
Dance and knife fight?
You're maybe I'm taking it to extreme one way, but you're just being complacent, and it could happen to anybody.
Well, you know what? Because I think if someone, I just couldn't trust myself that it wouldn't be one of my kids or.
Oh, kids! Hold it! Let me say this: if you have kids in the house, you absolutely can't do what I'm doing.
Okay.
I understand that. That's your problem. Now you have kids, so you have to kind of sacrifice your own safety because you have children. Because you can't have guns just laying around.
Give her a protection plan instead of attacking her. Give her a protection plan.
Because she's attacking me.
She's not really attacking you.
She's attacking me.
She's bothered by you.
She's bothered by me for no reason other than I have made a plan and I'm safe.
I'm not bothered by you.
She's kind of just bothered by the radio show, but she can't help but listen every day. She had a problem with the show yesterday. She has a problem with the show today.
Is she married?
You keep saying that. I don't have a problem with
You thought we bored everybody by talking about video games yesterday, and we couldn't disagree more.
Don't you think if I listen every day, once in a while, you might say something that I might just not agree with?
Once in a while? This is 2 days in a row.
How could you not agree with somebody just being safety conscious as far as crime goes?
I agree or disagree.
All right, Jen.
I just think it's too much. Wait, I do have one more thing to say.
Oh,
go ahead.
I just want to redeem myself in Anthony's eyes. This is off the subject. I am divorced. I do have children.
Mm-hmm.
And when I did get divorced, I asked for absolutely nothing.
Oh, now we love Ginger.
Hey, there you go.
So you
I just wanted to say that. I was married for over 10 years. I was at home with my kids.
Where are you calling from, Kenya?
I asked for not a penny.
Kenya.
She's in Kenya right now.
Well, do you have, like, your own money or something?
No, I went out and got a job.
Did you get the house in the deal?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, but what year,
you just turned a lot.
Old school.
She just turned around a lot of people right there with that statement.
She's old school, though.
Well, I knew that I was going to redeem myself with that. I didn't. There was no reason why I couldn't go out and work, and I did. And there was no reason why I would tear down his house. I mean, I knew my kids would always have a safety net there that I couldn't go out and work, and I did.
How old are your children?
Now?
Yeah.
15 and 12.
Oh, okay. I thought she came up in a time where you can, like, punch a woman, but they wouldn't call the cops. like the late.
You know what? Right. God bless Ginger today. All right, Ginger, we'll see you next time, all right?
Back when women would talk.
Hopefully, if her home isn't invaded and she isn't found choked on a phone cord.
I think if somebody choked her, it'll turn her off. She's finished.
Yes.
Let's go right to Frank in Boston. Frank, you had a home invasion?
Yeah, I was on the second floor. My parents were away on vacation. This happened when I was 21. I'm 27 now. And I heard glass breaking, so I automatically knew nobody that was supposed to be coming into the house was coming into the house. So I loaded up the shotgun just like you had. It was 12-gauge slugs. I tiptoed down the stairs, and there's a doorway on the right, and there's a hall there. And I knew that they were in there because I could hear them going through the stuff. So I opened the door. They're basically in alignment. I look at the guy for a second. He doesn't even hear the door open. He just looks at me, and he almost says something. I pull the trigger, blows his chest right open, hits the other guy in the arm, and I was feeling real good right then. The other guy, this guy's body's on the ground, is making this weird noise, and I was feeling pumped, and the other guy looks at me, and he tries to turn around, and I get him too, blows his chest open. It's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my life. I felt really good. The cops came and they were making me feel bad, but for the most part I was feeling good. But now, This
is the worst murder story I've ever. How can you make blowing up people's chest boring? He's like, what part of Revere were you from?
Yeah, where did this happen in Boston, Frank?
I don't want to say where this happened, but you don't feel like a man after killing people, especially as the years go on. You just feel worse and worse, and I think I'm just going to do myself in any day.
He's lying.
I'm not buying it there.
Not even a drop.
9/11 was an inside job. See ya!
And you can tell that was the worst I killed somebody story I've ever heard.
I watched his chest blow up, and I was feeling really good.
Then the other guy's chest blew up.
The other guy's chest blew up, and an alien came out.
I don't want to tell you what part of Revere this.
Let's go to the psychologist finally. It's Lydia from Oceanside. Lydia, what's up?
Hi, guys.
Hey.
Yeah, I wanted to let you know that I am a clinical psychologist. I have 2 master's degrees and a PhD. And I love you guys. I went to see a comedy show at Jones Beach, but I have to say, Anthony,
Yes.
therapy would do you a world of good.
Now, why is that?
Well, I'm not saying you're right. You know, what you were saying to Ginger is 100% correct. You do have to be safety conscious. But what Patrice is saying makes a lot of sense. I think it's just a little over the edge with you. I personally
It's
think
taxi
it all
driverish.
dates back to that. I'm sorry?
It's taxi driverish.
I'm not doing that.
Right, exactly. I personally think it dates back to that feeling of vulnerability in the tree fort.
That was sexy, not vulnerable.
I didn't know that was sexy for you, Anthony.
You know, I'm just being safe. Why is it when someone wants to be safe and not be victimized that they're crazy?
You're preparing. This is why you're crazy. You're preparing for you have escalated a paranoid delusion to where you're prepared for that paranoid delusion. You're not prepared. Safety is a seatbelt. Safety is put that cigarette out. Safety is imminent. But you're not in any imminent danger from a guy breaking in your home.
But that's what people are never prepared for. Non-imminent danger. People are never prepared for it, and they are the worst. Being a victim like that would be the worst life-ruining, devastating thing that could happen to somebody.
I want to know why she thinks you're crazy, though.
Yeah.
She's just touching...
Oh, thank you.
Because Anthony is prepared, and I agree with him that you have to be safety conscious. I live in Nassau County.
I just said all that already. Why is Anthony crazy?
Because he is more than prepared. He's obsessed.
No, I'm just talking about it here on the air. But it isn't how I'd lead.
But this is well thought out. Is
but
what
I don't.
She's getting at.
At some point, I thought it out.
I think just about every person listening.
I don't lead my life on a daily basis, going through drills and marching around the house with my guns.
Actually, you have to be.
I bet you
to prepare your woman and your cat.
I bet you he has rolled off his bed a few times. Like
I have never.
Cover.
First of all,
you're rolled off.
What are you, 58? You're
58?
58.
Jesus Christ, I'm not even close to the 50.
You have to practice some type of muscle memory to slide a 58-year-old body off the bed to grab his gun from out of the floor.
Hey, Anthony's working out these days.
Did you see? You want to see the guns?
Let's see the guns.
You want... Look at the guns. Look at the guns.
Thurston Howell had the same arms on Gilligan's Island.
Look at the guns.
Why guns? Why plural? Why, Anthony, why do you need more than one gun?
Because there's more than one room.
He's showing off his muscles, dearie.
What am I going to say if they break in downstairs? I'm going to say, could you excuse me while I go upstairs and get the gun to shoot you with? You gotta be prepared.
But what is the lifestyle? How many times a day do you think on that level? Do you actually live your life?
Oh, no, there are days, weeks go by where I don't even think about that. But if I'm asleep and I hear something, I'll kind of lift my head up, I look around, and then I know, I go, okay, the gun's there. If that sound develops into anything else, I know where everything is.
So, yeah, you're crazy. I'm with you.
No, but that doesn't happen for like weeks.
You're overthinking it a little too much.
No, I'm not. Why? What are you, crazy?
We're with you on
You would be scared crapless if you were laying in bed and heard a window break downstairs and you hear some people going and then you'd be like, what do I do? You'd be looking around with grabbing a pencil that you hope to jab in the guy's eye.
That's what the average citizen would do.
The average citizen is a victim and an idiot.
You know what? You're
I have
preparing
two
for a
colleagues
war.
on the North
Well,
Shore
some weird
that
war.
would-
No, it's not a weird war. It's been called a certain type of war, but that's the one I'm preparing for. Sorry, Patrice.
I can't believe you said 52 home invasions a year. That is ridiculous.
Patrice,
I
there's a
said
lot.
if there was
There's
one,
a lot out there.
If there was
This
one,
isn't one of these just every once in a while things.
If you look at the news, all you see are Nassau County police cars with tape around a house. It's
Yeah.
all the time.
Oh my God.
There will be tape around my house, but it'll be me out front giving the interview.
Why don't you live in the city?
The city doesn't allow you to have guns.
He needs guns, Patrice.
But you don't worry about that at all, right? Because
Nah.
you live in a building.
Well, you
Why don't
got a
hire
doorman and
a
stuff.
security guard?
I don't want a security guard.
Have someone just walk
Ever
the
hear of
perimeter.
something called an inside job?
Just have someone walk the perimeter every
Why
night.
have a security guard when you have security cameras?
You can get Kenny to walk
You
the
can
perimeter.
look.
Thank you.
Hey, Kenny, how much does it cost to do
how much-
security for a year? The personal security. You're a person's security guard.
Not even
or bodyguard. 24
just
hours a day.
overnight security from let's say 6, 7 o'clock at night to 6, 7 in the morning.
The
That's
going
a
rate
better
is
option.
$50 an hour.
That's it.
$50 an hour, and you can
To
get
sit
someone
like
walking
a
your
little booth that I build
perimeter
in front of the driveway,
Right.
and just $50 an hour.
Right.
to sit in a car outside his place and walk the perimeter every once in a while. There you go.
So $600 a day.
Yeah.
To be a sentry.
That's nothing.
All right. Thank
Year
you,
to date.
Lydia.
Your bullets cost more.
Guys,
All right.
Residential burglaries, 1,093 in Nassau County. 1,093 residential burglaries. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean
Last year.
that people were home at the time. But I'm
But
looking
home
for
invasions.
home
most
invasion.
Of the time, you got to understand, home invasion is a life sentence, man. Most of the time, people are not trying to rob you while you're at home because they're going to jail for the rest of their life.
Yeah, but if that door is open, if that, that sliding door or a window is open, that's when you got trouble.
I bet you you invite in some weird way. You invite a home invasion, like
No.
you got candy, Xboxes.
I do not.
He got something going on. He just
What
wants-
I did.
Hey, man, most of the callers
And when
coming in
people-
right now agree with Anthony.
When
so.
strangers are in my house, like the cleaning people or something, I will then go around the entire house and make sure all my windows are locked because I don't want somebody going, click, I'll leave that open for later. See, so I'm not inviting a home invasion. I make sure I lock all the windows
You're
again.
overthinking it, just like Lydia
No!
said.
What if...
Let's go to Jimmy in
Holy
Boston.
jeez, you're all victims! You're victims waiting to happen.
All right, calm down.
Sheep!
I told you already. Calm
I'm
down.
the wolf,
Take a
not
breath.
the sheep.
Take a breath.
Okay.
Jimmy in Boston listening on BCN, the home of Toucher and Rich. What's up, Jimmy?
What's going on, guys?
Hey, man.
Hey, I just wanted to
Toucher's home intoxication, which is almost like home invasion, only drunk.
Yeah, he gets around situations by just handing out beer to everybody. Let's just have a
They
party.
just drink together.
Let's just have a party.
Everyone leaves happy.
Right. All right, Jimmy, what do you got?
Hey, I was just thinking, I mean, do you guys think it's crazy the families that come up with escape routes and meeting places during, like, a home fire are crazy?
No, that's fine.
They're kind of just, preparing for something that's not common,
How do you prepare your kid for Negroes coming through your front door and trying to kill you?
Well, your kids are very difficult. You don't want to turn them off to, different cultures. But somebody as jaded as me, who was brought up in a predominantly racist household,
Right.
I have it's had its effect on me.
I just said, you've never had you've never had a black person. Let me tell you something. You've
Yeah.
never had a black person do anything wrong to you ever that's changed your life.
No, that's
Never.
That's not true.
You've never had a
I
black
went to
person
Central.
do anything.
I went to Central Islip School District.
Punch you in your stomach. I'm
Yeah, it was
talking about
like-
traumatic, dude. Like
being stabbed
on this
or-
level where you're worried about black people.
Oh no!
Mexicans coming in
And
your
you know
home.
something? I want that to continue.
All right, listen, let me ask you this before we go to break.
Yeah.
Do you want a home invasion to happen?
He does.
No.
Thank you.
It would be the most frightening thing, and I think if I killed somebody, I would be a changed person. It's not a good thing to kill people. It would haunt you. You know, it would just haunt me. I don't want it, but I am not going to. I think what's more traumatic than killing someone that is invaded your home is sitting there during those moments watching the horror that is ensuing as you and your loved ones are being tortured, perhaps killed, and you are powerless. That's the thing, is being powerless. I am not going to be a victim. I will fight it out till the end, till somebody's dead. That's how it's got to work, because I'm not going to sit there and then have it all end and go through years of this.
In his paranoia, it's at the highest level. Mm-hmm. Because it doesn't even involve maybe not being killed. Maybe just being robbed.
I don't want to be robbed. I don't want anyone in my goddamn house.
But of course, but if they get the beat on you, you got to be thinking, all right, look, just take this little bit of money.
No, that would traumatize me worse than shooting somebody. Would be me getting strangled or pistol whipped, getting my possessions taken in front of me. Having people just come and then go and they're gone, having a great old time after they just robbed me and perhaps they're off robbing somebody else. That would kill me. I couldn't live like that. I'd live better having shot somebody.
It's to the death.
It's to the death.
That's what he said, to the death.
It's to the death. Once it passes my doorway, to the death.
All right, it's the Opie and Anthony show. That topic comes up for discussion a lot on this show.
It certainly does.
We'll wait till next time, and we'll get a little more of Anthony's paranoia.
Think of the break if I ever had a home invasion. Just think of the break we could do.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Oh, of course. See, you're hoping more than I am for a home invasion.
I'm so hoping for one.
How would that be? Come in the next day and go, yeah.
And I'm also hoping it works out in your favor, obviously.
Well, yeah. That would kind of suck if, had a report that I was shot 80 times with my own guns. Yeah, it would suck.
All right, hey, we need
Anthony, armed with nothing but a rapier, was shot with his own shotgun.
Yeah.
And I was being called crazy. I listened to the replay, and I, kind of taking myself out of it and listening, I did sound a bit crazy.
I would call it kooky, yeah.
But no, I understood everything I was saying. I still agree with myself. So, the thing is, my brother called me up and then reminded me of something that kind of tells me where this came from.
Oh, no.
The old man.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Comes from my father, who had guns everywhere, apparently. And my brother reminded me of one time where my brother went out to California. That's where my father was living. Drives up to my father's place and had to yell from behind a tree, "No, Dad, it's me. It's me." Because my father was at the front door, like in his underwear, with a .357 Magnum, pointing it.
Did he ever get mail?
Because it was nighttime, I guess, and he was ready to shoot my brother, who was behind a tree taking cover, going, "Dad, it's Joe, your son."
Was he just coming home late?
No, Joe was Joe was dropping in, but he didn't live there. He lived in New York. He was coming up to visit, and I guess it was a surprise visit. And you get a gun pulled on you. Yeah. What are you going to do? But that isn't the only thing. I also recall a story from the 80s at some point, and it was in the newspaper. Back then in San Juan Capistrano. That's where he lived. Apparently there was this crime spree going on, and he had guns everywhere, like in the kitchen, in the bathroom. So anywhere he was in his place, he was within arm's reach of a gun. And one night, a gentleman was prowling about. And Dad went outside with his .357 and held the guy there on the ground until the police arrived. And when my brother was telling me the story, I was like, I could just imagine the guy on the ground thinking, what's worse, being here with this guy holding a gun to me or the police coming? The guy was probably wanting the police to come so bad because I know what my father was probably saying. The gentleman was an African American laying on the ground. And knowing my pop over the years, I could just imagine the verbal torture this man endured laying there as my father pointed a gun at him, waiting for the police to show up. Giving him choices.
Oh, my God.
Perhaps you can get up and try to run.
You know, it's laying on the ground and hear spray paint, a target being put on his back.
Yeah, exactly. Like you picked the wrong effing house. Mm-mm.
A gun in every room.
Yeah.
Wouldn't a good security system, you wouldn't need a gun in every room?
He's got all that.
No, the security system. Well, me, I have a security system.
Ant's got it all.
My father didn't. He didn't care. He'd rather.